I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. And I want to give another double honors to the elders and apostles in Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well. And enough salutations and enough respect out there to the Akim who's doing the work in sincerity and in truth. This is the brother Malachi. I'm here doing I guess a little update. I mean, I know this is an older video, but it's about the mark of the beast, about the RFID chip, and how in Sweden they are giving out, let's say, they're giving out chips basically. They're giving the chips out to where the people are conforming to society, and they're looking at it as if it's a how do you say, how it's a basically it's a good thing. They're saying that, oh, this is the new thing in technology. This is the new thing. We're going to be the first people of the wave of getting this RFID chip. So we're going to go ahead and get into the video. And probably throughout the video, I'll just, probably stop and make a couple little points. But let's go ahead and let's get into it. The video is called Why Human Microchipping is So Popular in Sweden. And this is ITV News. And this was on June 28, 2019. All right.
The city of Lund in southern Sweden dates back to medieval times. Over the centuries, it's witnessed plenty of change, but now there's a whole new sort of evolution going on. I'm here to meet some of the thousands of people in the country who are adapting their own bodies, who are inserting microchips under their skin. It means they may never have to carry a house key, train ticket, or bank card ever again. This is a microchipping party. Hannah's getting an electronic chip implanted into her hand. She believes one day we'll all be chipped like her.
So congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you.
You've been chipped?
Yes, I have.
How does it feel?
It feels good. I'm excited to see what I'll be able to do now.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can feel it there. I feel like this is the future. It's the next big thing that's gonna happen. Happy cyborg birthday.
Happy cyborg birthday to you. Congratulations.
But is this sci-fi fantasy or practicality? I want to know why anyone would want to do this. For this teenager, microchips, it seems, are in her DNA.
She is my daughter and I'm the father.
So you're a microchip family?
We will become one now today.
Magnus and his daughter Felicia have come here together tonight because they believe this is the future.
You're going to have an upgraded dad?
As they say, it was good being a human, but being a cyborg is better. Didn't feel a thing.
It's a quick, simple procedure with potentially huge significance.
So you're officially part machine. How does it feel?
This is awesome. How cool is that? Good job.
Do you think in a few years' time,
And you can see how
It's
Esau.
more of us to get
Being a cyborg is better.
to Felicia.
You can see how this ITV News, how the reporter, not the reporter, but so like the two, I guess the two prospects right here, and you see they're happy. They're trying to engage the people to sway into getting the microchip. You can see how they're saying, "Oh, it's so really cool. We're gonna be the first people to have this, and it's gonna have great benefits." You can see them; they're happy. Sorry to cut the video. Let's keep going.
Have come here together tonight because they believe this is the future.
you're going to have an upgraded dad?
As they say, it was good being a human, but being a cyborg is better. Didn't feel a thing.
It's a quick, simple procedure with potentially huge significance.
So you're officially part machine. How does it feel?
This is awesome. How cool is that? Good job.
Do you think in a few years' time, in a decade perhaps, we'll all have things like this?
Yes, of course. I really do think.
For around £130, anyone can get a tiny microchip like this inserted just beneath the skin in their hands. I can't help feeling a bit squeamish about it, but maybe I'm just behind the times.
And this is the new wave that's getting ready to come upon the whole earth, upon the whole world. This is like what, a couple months ago, and you have in Wisconsin a couple employees. They're already microchipping their employees. So now you have to see. I mean, this is prophecy right before our eyes that it's going to come upon the whole world. But we're going to get into those scriptures later on. All right, and it's going to play some more.
It's the morning after, and I'm about to catch up with Felicia and her dad Magnus as they get to grips with their new existence. So when you woke up this morning, was it the first thing that came to your mind? How did you feel?
I felt a little bit strange because now I'm a cyborg and it feels pretty cool.
The chips in their hands use near-field communication. The same.
Whoa! Near-field communication. And I already have it right here in the tab. So for anyone that doesn't know what near-field communication is, it's let's read it. Let's just go into it. It is near-field communication is a set of communication protocols that enable two electronic devices. So you gotta think about it. You have this chip in your hand, and you have to put it against another device in order for it to read. All right? And it reads on, one of which is usually a portable device, such as a smartphone, to establish communication by bringing them within 4 centimeters of each other. NFC, which is near-field communication, devices are used in contactless payment systems. All right? Contactless payment systems. So it's that you know this is a part of a system of payment. You can use it as, all right? And it reads on, similar to those used in credit cards and electronic ticket smart cards, and allow mobile payment to replace or supplement these systems. This is sometimes referred to as NFC CTLS or CTLS NFC. All right? So this is I mean, when we go get into the scripture, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more clear. So you take this RFID chip that has this near field communication that's set inside this chip. It's going inside your hand, and therefore, in order for it to be used and applied, it has to be towards another portable device. In order for it to read, it has to be between 4 centimeters of each other, such as you see right here in the video, as the phone close to her hand is able to read. It's able to make a payment, or it's used for like social media, it's used for a whole lot of things. This is the new wave of technology that this beast is implementing. All right? So let's play some more.
Technology that allows you to pay with a contactless credit card. They can be read by a device like a smartphone.
So here I've stored my business card on my phone with my details, phone number, email address, other stuff, blood group even.
So what's the benefit of that?
When I get customers or suppliers at work, they ask for my business card, and I say, scan me.
Aren't there risks involved in that as well? Couldn't somebody pass you by and take all that information?
Yes, it is in theory possible, but you have to be really, really close. But the main thing I think is that I choose myself what I want to store on this chip.
The people I've met so far don't seem to have any concerns about blurring the lines between man and machine. Hannes has made it his mission to convince more of us to get microchipped. He's what's known as a biohacker, someone who wants to improve their body with technology.
What's wrong with just having contactless payment cards? We've all got phones, we've all got a set of keys. What's the point?
The point is to reduce the hassle of exactly these things.
Isn't that just the ultimate laziness?
No, it's convenience. And convenience is a pretty powerful force. I mean, in the morning, every morning, when you stand there going out your front door, you check your purse or your pockets. Okay, do I have my wallet, my charger, my keys, my phone, all my stuff? What if you could reduce that by half? It would declutter your life.
Hannes has helped develop several microchips. He wants us all to hack our biology. Microchipping is, he says, just the start.
I want us humans to open up and improve our sensory universe, our cognitive functions, and improve all different dimensions of being human. And there is so much we can do.
You want to make us bionic?
Indeed. I want to merge humans with technology, and I think it will be awesome.
Now, isn't that what Elon Musk is trying to do? I mean, you can see these devils don't even care. They don't care what the Heavenly Father is saying. They don't even believe in the Heavenly Father. See, this is why this white man and his system has to go down, or else everyone is going to be drunken within his philosophies. This is the philosophy. He's trying to bring humanism with Salaki. He's trying to bring humanism with AI, artificial intelligence. And you can see it by the way of this microchip.
I want to understand why it's people in Sweden who are enthusiastically embracing this idea, when many others might be skeptical. This is a nation of early adopters. Sweden's set to become the world's first cashless society, and the economy here is driven by digital innovation. This national rail company has taken microchipping on board, with 2,500 passengers signing up to use their chip instead of a paper ticket. I've come to the capital, Stockholm, the epicenter of this tech revolution. At this shared office, hundreds of the workers have been microchipped, so no need for a security pass to get in. Per has had his chip for 3 years.
So I take my chip and open the door.
It means he can buy a drink without cash or a card, but for him, it's about much more than practical.
Let's go to it. Let's go to it. We start at Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is his philosophy, his ways of life. And that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. This is when he's going to make it mandatory, this mark of the beast. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. This is plainly telling you that it is the mark of the beast. This is of the image of the mark of the beast. This RFID chip. This is the mark of the beast. This RFID chip. This image of the beast is his way of life. You accepting his philosophy, accepting trying to merge with humanism with artificial intelligence. the beast, which is this beast system, America, the EU, all of that, the EU, NATO, all this is all combined into one. 3 parts. Whereas it says of a man, and his number is 666. You can break that down, and it goes back into the man who built this system, George Joseph Laurer, who was an Edomite. An Edomite is this man's beast system. All right. I mean, everything 666 is everywhere. It's all in the UPC codes and everything is all matched up to this near field communication. Everything is all lined up as the scriptures are saying. So let's just play the rest of these 2 minutes.
Do you enjoy being one of the first, being a pioneer of this technology?
Absolutely. A whole bunch of questions come up. Like, is this ethical? Do we want to have that? Or will we be sort of a nation of cyborgs in the future? And what will happen? So a lot of sort of really interesting discussions come out from, talking about the chip.
It triggers an ethical debate.
Yes.
For critics, the biggest future concern is over data protection. As the amount and type of information we store on microchips becomes more advanced, so do the security risks. Ben Liverton, a British scientist working in Sweden, wants to know who will have access to the data stored inside and what they could do with it.
So I have the information in my chip now. That's basically just me. If I don't use it for anything, then no one can really get any data on me. But then if I start to use it at work, then work knows when I've interacted with something at work. If I then go to the canteen people know exactly what I've interacted with there. So the wider spread it becomes and the more that we can interact with different things, then our data is being kind of shared and incorporated in lots of different places. The nightmare situation in that case would then be that someone else has access to my health data, and that one day I get a letter through the door that's like an increase in my health insurance premium before I know that there's any problem with my own health. So I think we have to be cautious now in the very early stages to make sure that we're actually controlling how the information is being shared.
For now, it seems to me, what the chips can actually do is fairly limited. But the people I've spoken to are convinced that this technology will, one day, change the way we live. That in the future, we will all be chipped. And they are leading the way.
Mandatory. Basically, it will be mandatory. So you see this white man, Esau, he has to go down. I got a couple more scriptures and, we're just going to go ahead and close it out. But we're going to go into a little bit of prophecy of the people when this is mandatory. All the people that's out there and they're scoffing about it, they're making jokes and they're making mockery of the scriptures, saying that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. Then what is it? What is it? I mean, damn. So this is going to be the destruction of this white man. And we're just going to link up the scriptures all the way down to Revelations chapter 9. So this reads Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. So everything, his philosophies, all his ways of life, all that, it's gonna be put out. There ain't gonna be no understanding. Nobody gonna be worrying about when the Most High gets done with Esau. It ain't gonna be nothing left of him. He's gonna be as stubble. So it reads on, verse 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. This man thinks he's ruling the world. He thinks that he's on top of the world. He's proud, his own pump, but he don't even know that he walked into his own snare. That's gonna be what these So like with these ICBM missiles when they come in and hit America. Babylon the Great. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and they trap for him in the way. What is that trap? That's these other nations. That's these people rising up towards him. He's gonna be brought low. He's gonna be brought down from his pride. His pride is gonna be brought low. He's gonna be at the very bottom. All right. It says, and a trap for him in the way. And what is that trap? That's these missiles. First, you got these missiles. You got all these other nations. You got Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai against him. You have the Israelites of the elect men. They're going to be standing up. They're going to be shouting against him. He's going to be from every side. And we're going to get into that. Verse 11. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. He's going to be terror. Terror is going to come at him at all angles. His skirt is going to be lifted up. Everyone's going to know who this man is for who he is. We're going to see it. That's why I said the scripture says he's going to be like a madman, sparing none. In 2nd Ezra. All right? I believe it's the 16th chapter. Saying he's going to be sparing none because he knows. And this is going to be in Revelations 2. He knows that he have but a short time. This man is going to go, man, this man is going to be going, he already going to be at the bottom. So he's going to have one last thing to do. And that's going to go after the men of the Lord. And the men of the Lord, they're not going to take this chip when he makes it mandatory. And then we try to make it mandatory. This is when you're going to see World War III on the rise. You got the race, man. Everything is going to come. And he's going to have terror on every side. I believe it's 12. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. Destruction is going to be ready for him at that time. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. Brought low. Verse 14. Salakia. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It's going to be brought to the Most High's attention. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to have the anger and the wrath of the Lord upon him to come down here and bring vengeance. He's going to be met up with the king of terrors. Like it says in the book of Genesis, I believe when it said about, I cannot even remember right now. I believe it said in the book of Genesis, when it says that I have become a vagabond. And whosoever shall find me shall slay me. I believe that's what it was. That's what Cain was saying. Let me see if I can find it in Salakia. I believe it's verse Genesis 4. Let's get that real quick. I believe it's like Genesis 4 and let's just go to Genesis 4. Right, we're gonna start at let's start at 11. And it says, this is that same spirit. And Genesis 4 and 11. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. All the wickedness that he done, even all the way down to Abel, is coming down on him. Verse 12, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. You can see the earth is it's in uproar. The earth don't even want this man in power. The earth is acting up. You can see the fish are dying, the bees and everything. Everything's falling down. The strength of the earth is not even going to yield for him. That's why he's eating the he's eating he's eating all the pork. He's eating the shrimp. He's eating all abominable acts. I mean, he's doing abominable acts. He's changing the course of the earth. So therefore, the earth is not even going to give strength unto him. All right? And it reads on, a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And that's exactly what he is. And Cain said unto the Lord Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. This is linking up with Job in chapter 18. Everyone that, it said, and it shall come to pass, this is a future prophecy, that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord Yahweh set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. So now you got this spirit of Cain out here. He's running around. He's a vagabond in the earth right now. Everyone's coming at him. He's coming from every side at this point. As it says in verse 11. His strength, destruction shall come at every side. Then it says, verse 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. Meaning that pomp, that pride, all that's going to be brought low. And it shall bring him to the King of terrors. It's going to bring him to the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. He's looking for him. He don't want nobody else in the earth to touch him. Esau is his for the day of the Lord. Verse 15. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. And what's that brimstone? That's them nuclear bombs. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. Wow. Verse 19. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they went before were affrighted. Surely, such are the dwellings of the wicked. And who's the wicked in Job 9 and 24? This is who the wicked is. And this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. This is the man that says, oh, there is no God. This is the man that says evolution. This is what created the earth. This is the man that says a man can be with another man. A woman can be with another woman. This is the man that everyone's afraid of. This is the man that everyone's scared of. This is the man that who is going to make war with this beast? Who's going to make war with this man? This man has all power. But now in these last days, we can see everything starting to unfold. All these different nations are going around. They're rising up. They're getting the nuclear accompanying them. They have different countries, and they're aligning each other up. They're becoming allies, and they got all their arrows and everything pointed towards the U.S. for destruction. He has destruction at every side. So let's jump into Isaiah 9 and 5. And this is happening with World War III. Because when all this stuff happens, now you got World War III on the rise. The rumors of wars are over now. Now it's time for war. So Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and the garments rolled in blood. So you can look back in all the times of wars. People had the guns and screaming and yelling and just gun shooting. This is the old ways of fighting the wars. Swords, guns, etc. You got the shields. But this time, World War III, it's over. This says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's these nuclear bombs. These nuclear bombs are going to be out here. They're going to be, man, it's going to bring nothing but destruction. It's going to bring destruction to everyone that's going to take this microchip. Everyone that's claiming to love, they're following after this man and his ways. They love this man so much, they rather die with him than accept the truth. So let's get into it. Revelations chapter 9, verse 16. And this is talking about the missiles and how many of them and how it's going to come and it's going to fall on the men. We're going to get into it. Verse 9 and 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. 200 million missiles. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as heads of lions, and of their mouths issued fire, smoke, and brimstone. So this is describing the missiles, the great power that these missiles have. All right? By these three was the third part of man killed. Why? Because of everything. I forgot verse 15. It was supposed to slay the third part of men. Wow, I'm sorry. I missed that one. But it's gonna verse 18. By these three was the third part of men killed. All right? And it says, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. This is the power and the destruction that's coming towards America, Babylon the Great. Verse 19, for their power is in their mouth, and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. So you got to picture the missiles flying in the earth, and you can see the tails. They moving like a snake. That means they're coming. They're moving, and they're moving in the ways of a snake in the back of the tail. But in the front of it, that's where the power is. This is where the destruction and all of the where all of the smoke and the brimstone and the fire are at. It's in the front of it. It's in front of those missiles. And when they drop down, it's gonna kill the third part of men. Verse 19, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Meaning inside them, this when you get burned by that is it. That is it. That's the punishment. That is the second death. And it says, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. This is Esau. These bombs is coming from Esau. They have so much pride that they will not even repent. Not only them, the 2/3, they follow what this white man says. And guess what? Neither they repented of anything, but took the fire. They took this they took the burning flames of brimstone, of fire, smoke. I mean, this is what's coming to everyone that's in Babylon the Great who do not have the hedge of protection around them with the Most High. Anyone that's getting that mark of the chip, Salaki, they're going to get the mark of the beast. That's this RFID chip. Guess what? These missiles are coming for you too as well. So hopefully everyone was a little edified. Sorry that I had to bring that out. Some people didn't know what near field communication was, and this is the thing that's inside your phone, and this is the thing that's capable of going inside your arm. And they claim that it's the technology isn't where it needs to be, but Esau already has the technology to put your birth certificate on there, to put your credit cards on there. He's trying to make you as a true slave. You're gonna be a slave to his system once you take that chip. You've aligned yourself with the beast. And you got other Israelite groups out there and they're saying that, oh, I can take the chip, I'm just going to take it out. I mean, come on, man. You ain't the man of the Lord if you even thinking that way. So for all those Israelite groups out there that say that the mark of the beast is not the RFID chip, I mean, hey, the deceiver and the deceived are his, man. And I mean, that's the only thing I can just say. False prophets. I mean, there's no other way. Great Millstone has the 100% truth. I mean, they're gonna bring it out. They're gonna bring everything out. So hopefully everyone was somewhat edified from this. I'd like to give another double honors to the elders and apostles in Great Millstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well, and enough respect and enough salutations out there to the Akim that's out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. This is the brother Malachiah. Shalom.